Hello guys, how's it going? My name's CrackaJack and today we're going to be playing some more Fable Fortune. Now this is going to be episode 3 of me playing through some Fable Fortune. First episode we just had a quick look at the game, and of course last episode we did manage to open our 30 packs that we got for purchasing the Founders Early Access Edition on Steam. And yeah, today we're just going to go through and we're going to have a look at, one of these first sort of starting decks that I've made. It is, as you'll see in just a moment, a knight deck, and my inspiration for this deck came from another YouTube content creator called Snurfu. I would really suggest that you go and check him out. I'll leave a link to his YouTube channel and his deck list in the description. But yeah, this is my sort of take on a knight's deck. This is a very basic deck, as I say. So yeah, we'll just go straight into it. So we have the knight here. We have our trophy card, which is Pointy Stick. You give a unit +1/+2, which I think is actually a pretty decent card. Excuse me. We have 2 copies of Angry Mob, which is a 2-cost. Summon 2 1/1 peasants and give them +1 strength. So quite a simple opener. You can play this, play your Pointy Stick, and then give one of them guard, and it'll be a 3/3, which is actually a kind of tough guard to get past in the opening stages of a game. We have 2 Hearty Breakfast. This card, what it does is a 2-cost, and it says give a unit in play and a random unit in your hand +2/+2. We have 2 copies of Master of Bacon. Now this is where my sort of deck varies from Snurfu's. He doesn't like running Master of Bacon because they're a bit slow in the early game, but yeah, I like to run them. I think it's a very good card. Even if it is a bit slow, you can set up so that you can have someone else guarding it and it won't take any damage, and then you can play a couple of angry mobs, because Master of Bacon, what it does is after you summon a peasant it gains 1 strength, which is fantastic really. It's really one of those sort of tanking cards where you can put it out, and if your opponent doesn't deal with your peasants and your ability, your leader ability, you can summon a peasant when you have your leader ability. So you're always going to have that source of adding strength to your Master of Bacon. We have 2 copies of Muster. Summon a 1/1 peasant, again another peasant to be buffing our Master of Bacon. Draw a card and give a unit in your hand +1/+1. So you're gaining a unit, you're gaining a card, and you're also getting a strength boost, which is just a fantastic all-round card. Sorry, I've got a bit of a cough today. We've got 2 copies of Puncture. We have deal 4 damage to an enemy unit, which again, for 3 cost, a lot of your opponent or some of the opponent's units may have low health, and you can go in and just clear it off. You can get rid of a unit with guard who has 4 health, and then you can just go for face. We have 2 copies of Sergeant of the Shovel. Again, just that peasant synergy. At the end of your turn, summon a 1/1 peasant. This is where sort of the buffing now comes in. We've got a Tattooist, so when you play this card, adjacent units have +1 strength. So you can spam out some peasants and then put this down, and your peasants will become 2/1s, which is fantastic. We have 2 copies of Westcliff Recruiter, which again, we do play a lot of cards that allow us to summon multiple units. So this card, after you summon a unit, it gains 1 strength, which I think is pretty self-explanatory. We have 2 copies of Hired Assassin, because again, just being able to play this card and get rid of a unit that has 1 health instantly, or maybe even damage the opponent to face, is very, very good. And of course it's a 4/4, so you can immediately play it, deal 1 damage, and then give it guard, and yeah, it's 4/4, so 9 times out of 10 it will do work. We have 2 copies of Mage Hunter. Now this is a bit of a questionable decision. I've not really played it not really been drawing into this one. I have been play testing it in training, but yeah, I mean, if you do get it and there is like a troublesome card on your opponent's side of the field, when you play it you can silence that unit. I believe silencing just it sort of shuts down their abilities, I believe, and it means that they can't attack as well, and it gets rid of guard, or at least that's what I think it does. I'm not too sure what the silence keyword does actually. We have 2 copies of Rabble Rouser, because of course it's one of these cards that will continually spawn units. It's a bit similar to the Sergeant of the Shovel, but this one summons a peasant and this one just summons a hooligan. So this one doesn't actually count towards Master of Bacon, but it's still a pretty good card. We have Standard Bearer, which you know, it's pretty self-explanatory. Although it is low strength, you give adjacent units +2 strength, and this is a continuous effect. I believe you get this card when you reach level 2 or level 3 with the knight. And yeah, you know, being able to just have this card down and have your adjacent units getting +2 strength is quite honestly a fantastic card. We run one caravan leader who has the effect of big entrance, summon a 5/5 caravan guard. So again, you know, getting more units on the board. We were running 2 royal officers, but because we recently got a second copy of Hearty Breakfast, we've dropped this one down to 1. But you know, that's not to say it's not a good card, because it is. You play it and all your other units on your side of the field have +1 strength, so again with that sort of buffing synergy. We play 2 barman because essentially, you know, this with a recruiter is actually pretty decent. You know, you play this, it's a 4/5 and you summon 2 units, so overall you'll be summoning 3 units. This will get +3 strength, it'll go up to a 6/3, and then you can, you know, run it into a guard that's kind of annoying you. And last but not least, we have crowd's favourite. Now this card is definitely a very good card, especially in this kind of deck where you're planning on having, you know, 3 or 4 units minimum on your side of the field at all times. When this card gets played, you gain +1/+1 for each other friendly unit. So I think, you know, the lowest that I've had this come out is around about a 9. And of course, when you run stuff like muster as well and hearty breakfast, of course, you can sometimes get one of these card effects to hit the crowd favourite, and then it'll get either +1/+1 or +2/+2, and then when you play it, you know, it goes up to 11, 12 strength, and it's quite honestly a fantastic card. I've really been enjoying playing some of this in training, and as I say, I've played a couple of matches in PvP and it's done okay. But yeah, that's it for the deck. And yeah, we are going to go straight in and play some games. We are going to go into PvP now, and hopefully we can find some decent opponents. I don't want it to be too easy, but as you can see, we have played a few games, so we've got I think, yeah, we have 6 medals. I'm not too sure, like, it doesn't tell me what sort of league I'm in. I'm in League 2, but you know, it's got this weird symbol down here and it's up here now, so I'm not sure. Maybe I'm in like the wooden plank league. But yeah, we need to get 6 medals. Oh, sorry, we have 6 medals, so I think you get 3 medals for winning, because I feel like I've won 2 games. So we need 4 medals to get into our next league, and yeah, let's go straight into it. We're going to find an opponent. As I say, we are going to go into our custom knight deck, and let's see how we actually do against a real life opponent. So here we are, we've found an opponent, and it seems that they are playing the knight as well, so we're going straight in. Our first game recorded in the PvP is a mirror match, so this should be interesting. We're going to choose to use Rhubarb Fools because we're going to be using our hero power quite a bit. We get a pretty decent hand. Master of Bacon early off is pretty good, and Muster does work well with being able to guard, but we are just going to drop the Barman. We got Hearty Breakfast, which is pretty decent as well. He needs to summon 1 unit with gold cost 6 or more. We're just going to open up with a Muster.
More work?
And then put a guard on it. We get a recruiter in our hand, and then we're going to end. So we'll see what our opponent has to do. I'm not actually sure what this code is. I feel like it should be displaying their username, but maybe with its early access they're just trying to think that they're trying to fix all of the kinks at the moment. So he plays a Tattooist, which is a bit of a weird move considering he doesn't have any units adjacent to it. So I'm trying to think. There are several ways that we can do this. We're just going to Hearty Breakfast. And then we'll give it a guard, and then we'll attack this as well. Or we don't actually have to attack it. We're going to go face. So he now does have to attack our peasant. I didn't actually see which one got +2/+2. I think it might be the hired assassin. See, this is a card that I really want to get. Veteran Battler. After you summon a 1 strength unit, give it +1/+2 or +2/+1, which is absolutely fantastic. You know, you can just see now that he's going to be eyeing up to play some of his peasant spams, which is why I really want this card. But yeah, anyway, we're going to have to deal with that when it happens. I feel like we'll play a Master of Bacon down now. We'll also play a peasant.
More work?
And then put a guard onto that peasant. And we will end. He plays an angry mob, as suspected.
Yes, my lord.
That's actually a really fantastic card. I might actually see if I can craft up one or two of those. Because just being able to pull that out and, you know, being able to give +2, +2, +2. I mean, these guys got buffs from angry mob as well. It just sounds fantastic. So silent is remove a unit's abilities and effect. Ooh, now we can see that come into play. So we silenced that. We still do have to deal with this guard. We don't actually have anything. We can't use this and then guard because we only have 2 coins left. We're gonna guard this and we'll guard this and we won't attack actually. I'm not actually sure about like tactics in this game either at the moment. Like I say, this is a very basic and beginner deck. Yeah, so we see his crowd's favourite come down. He's completed one of his quests. This doesn't look like it's going well for us. So yeah, it's just going to go face with 11. Oh, he doesn't actually. He decides to just kill that, which I can see why he would. This is kind of awkward for us, really.
Yes, my lord.
So we'll just play a recruiter and then muster. And we get a Master of Bacon out as well. Yeah. I guess we'll put a guard on that. You see, like I say, I'm very new to the game. And this guy at the moment is just, you know, really just out-tempoing me at the moment. And when you're both playing sort of tempo knight, whoever has the upper hand is going to be the player, you know, who is having more tempo. And at the moment we are pretty low because, as I say, that card that he played that gave him +2/+1 just is a fantastic card that I want to get. Because, you know, you can open up with that and then you can play your angry mobs, you can play your leader ability, you can be guaranteeing free strength each time. So he plays another crowd's favourite. He's definitely just going to kill the guards with one of his peasants. Yeah, and then he's just going to face me surely for 13. This is not going well. This might be over sooner than I expected it to be, but then again, you know, we are very much learning all the time. We'll put a hearty breakfast down. And then we'll also guard it. So it's not lethal quite yet, but if he manages to get rid of this guard by using like a attacking gnome or something, offensive gnome, he plays Sea Witch. Enemy units can't guard. This unit cannot be put in guard, nor can it gain guard. Wow. Okay. it seems like we went up against someone who's got quite a bigger collection than I do. So we are just gonna probably jump cut it here and go straight into another game. But yeah, like I say, you guys sort of saw what I was trying to work towards with my opponent's deck. So we get 0 medals there. Oh no, we get 1 medal for losing. I feel like we might get 2 or 3 for winning. But yeah, we're gonna hop straight into another game, and hopefully we can do a lot better than we just did. So here we are, we're going up against a shapeshifter. I believe that's what that is. Grigory Baranov, who's playing as a shapeshifter. If we can get into this game. There we go. So we are just going to stick with the Rhubarb Falls again. Going to get rid of a Caravan Leader and the Hired Assassin. We get another Hired Assassin out, which isn't the best opening card. Get a Caravan Leader out as well. So we got rid of our Caravan Leader and our Hired Assassin just to pull them back out, which isn't the best. Yeah, it's not the best opening play in the world. So I guess we'll just put down a Peasant and then give it guard. I don't really want to put Master of Bacon out there, especially when we don't have, you know, anything to buff it with. Really, I know that shapeshifters are, you know, they're control heavy. They can damage units and stuff. So we'll keep Master of Bacon until maybe we get a angry mob or something, and then we'll probably end up playing it. I do hate that there's no way to actually access the graveyard in this. So yeah, Hob Ambusher just seems pretty overpowered. You know, playing a 3/1 unit with Rush straight away in your first turn just seems kind of overpowered in my mind. I don't really want to play that. But then again, I need to do something. We'll put down a Hired Assassin and just kill it, I guess. So we're waiting for our opponent to play something. So he plays his 2/1 Rabid Wolves, and he goes straight to face. Again, I feel like we're going up against someone who's had a lot more time with the game. Because like I say, I'm very new to this game. I'm still trying to figure out, you know, the kinks in this very, very starter-centered deck. We're going to put down our Master of Bacon. We're going to summon a Peasant. We are going to give this guard, and then also just attack face. We'll see if he's got any more rush cards. Now we do, however, have a guard set up, so if he wants to kill that, he'd have to rush both of his rapid wolves into it, which I think is a fairly good trade. For us, I mean. You know, obviously he'd rather have that trade for going to face. So we'll see what our opponent wants to do. We have, of course, used our leader ability twice now. A blooded Balverine. After this destroys another unit, heal this unit for 2. Wow, that seems quite overpowered. So I guess we're gonna go hearty breakfast onto our Peasant.
Yes,
Summon a Peasant, give this a buff, and then what, give the peasant a guard, kill this, kill that. And all in doing so, we gave our tattooist +2/+2. So he's probably going to silence the guarded unit, yep. Deal 2 damage to that, and then attack us for face for 4. Yeah. Adjacent units give +1 strength.
I need fighters.
Hello.
Oh wow, so we get a choice. We are probably going to Abbot of Arvo, just to try and heal our hero a bit. Now we're just going to attack face with both of our peasants. This is an interesting game so far. Going a lot better than the first game did, at least for us. But you know, you can see what I'm trying to go for with just being able to get peasants out on the board, and now we've got a recruiter here who will die from 1 hit from the Balverine. So again, it looks as if this guy's played the game quite a bit, because he's going with a Balverine sort of control kind of deck that I've seen floating around in some deck lists and stuff. He's got a predatory Balverine. After this unit destroys another unit, gain +2 strength and heal this unit for 2. Wow, that seems super overpowered. Trying to think, what's the best line here? We can silence that and just an attack for face. So we have 4. However, we can put this down as a guard. So what is this? After this unit destroys, after this unit destroys. Put it down and guard it. And then I don't really want to like attack it, because then it would just be gaining strength each time. So what his correct play is to attack first with this, because even though it would kill it, you then set it up for this to be able to kill it, and it goes up to a +7, although it would only have 1, so okay, so he is just going to go straight ahead and kill it with his predatory Balverine, it looks like. But then again, like I said, we'll only have 1 health left. So he plays the White Heart. We've got a couple of copies of this card. Your hero power and damaging spells also heal your hero for that much. I don't know why he would have played this first then. I know it gets +2 health as well. And he puts this one in guard. Mage Hunter silence this. And then adjacent units has +3. So then at least we can kill this. So I think it's lethal next turn unless he deals with that. Unless he can guard it. Oh, we forgot to use our guard as well. Oh, misplay. What a misplay that was. We had 1 gold as left. We had 1 gold left as well, and I forgot to use it. This could come back to bite me, really. Because, you know, his hero ability can damage an enemy, so he can hit me for 1. He doesn't, however, do that. But he does get the heal off of it as well, from White Heart.
Don't see heroes doing this sort of thing.
It's probably going to put a guard down on this. Puts a guard on that. This is a very interesting game. I'm going to play Muster.
More work?
Gonna get hired assassin. I'm not really sure what the line is here. Put this down over here.
All down a market.
And I guess we can put one of these in play and then put a guard on it. Perhaps I should have played this first and then put a tattooist in between these two. I kind of don't want to attack it because then we lose the buffs on this. So we are just going to end our turn. And of course, it hits that. Of course, the RNG works in our opponent's favour and absolutely snipes our guard. However, he can't quite destroy us just yet. He's probably going to silence this middle unit. Remove a unit's abilities and effects. I don't know why that takes 2 strength away from it. Because, you know, it's not like it has an ability that's giving it the 2 strength.
Don't do that.
Like, he didn't have the ability that was giving him 2 strength, it was the other card.
I should have stayed there.
So I feel like this game has definitely been turned on its head. I just don't feel like we've got enough strength in this deck at the moment. We don't really have anything that's like our... I mean, in our hand we don't. You know, we have the crowd favourites and stuff that we can play, but at the moment we just don't seem to be drawing into any of them. This has put us into a bit of a tough spot. I guess we'll just go and put the hired assassin out just to kill that. Yeah, we'll put you down as well. And we'll also
More work?
summon you two. And give you a guard, I guess. That's probably the best that we can do. But yeah, like I say, this looks like it's not going in our favour at the moment. So he just straight up kills the guard. It's still, however, not lethal, because he only has 9 strength. Unless he has some damage dealing to do. I mean, he's obviously got his hero ability that he can use. Just going to take out a peasant. Yeah, he kills our whole board. So next turn, unless we can do something about it, he's probably won. Now we get a crowd's favourite. That's brilliant. I guess we can do something. We can put this down. Oh no, so look, we can't put that down and then put down the crowd's favourite, which is kind of annoying. We can't. Yeah, it looks as if it's going to be a bit of a tough one to come back from. I don't think we're going to be able to win this one.
You'll find this old codger propping up the bar.
Yeah, it looks like we are going to lose this one as well. Because he can just attack into my guard and he has more than enough strength to take it. We won't forfeit, we'll let it play out. If this guy can just hurry up and realise that he's won. If he takes too long, then I might just forfeit. Yeah, I'm going to forfeit, mate. I mean, I know that you've won, mate. So yeah, it's not the best way to start, I guess. Like I say, this is very much a basic knight deck, and when I say basic, it's very basic. You know, this is something that is sometimes good, sometimes bad. I've had, you know, probably maybe what, like a 60% win rate with it now. Yeah, it's kind of okay, I guess, but again, it's very much a beginner deck. Yeah, that's all we have time for today. I am probably going to be working to try and, you know, figure out the kinks in that deck, maybe even get rid of some cards and, you know, try and make some new cards to try and give it a bit more power. But yeah, if you guys did like this video, if you guys enjoyed the video, then please do drop a like, comment on, you know, anything that you'd like to see me play, any kind of decks, any feedback as well on how I present my stuff. And yeah, please do, if you have just a moment, just to hit that subscribe button, it would be fantastic. But anyway, I will see you guys next time, and hopefully we'll be able to actually win some games on screen.